Hi friends, this is Srinivas. Thank you very much for your support. If you are not subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe and get our latest videos instantly. In this video, we are going to discuss foreign expressions and binomial expressions. And I hope this video is very much useful for all the English speakers, especially for 10th class students and those whoever aspirants for competitive exams. I think this video is very much useful to reading comprehensions, close tests, and etc. Of course, this is video lesson 19, foreign expressions. What is foreign expressions actually? Some expressions in English that are not in English. Actually, these are not originated in English. Some expressions derived from other languages. These are called foreign expressions. Of course, we know in our 10th class English paper 2, question number 13, this question will be asked for 2 marks, foreign expressions and binomial expressions and phrasal verbs, of course, idiomatic expressions also. Yeah, we have a brief look about the foreign expressions. We know that in the unit 4, in the lesson Rendezvous with Ray, we came across certain words, expressions that are not from English. Let's have some examples here. The first one, en route. Actually, it is a French phrase which means on the way. Let's have some example here. One example. The bomb was exploded while the plane was en route from Paris to London. So, and next we can move to the second example, en masse. Actually, it is a French expression which means all together in large number. Example, the people marched en masse. Next, we move on to the third one, viva voce, which means a spoken exam. Actually, it is derived from Latin language. Example, viva voce is mandatory for all interviews now. Next example, in toto. Actually, this is a Latin phrase which means totally. Let's have an example here. He changed in toto his character now. Next example, alma mater, which means school or college or university which you formerly attended. Actually, it is a Latin phrase. Example, former students donated for their funds alma mater. And we can move on to the next one, ex officio, which means included because of person's position in a formal group. Actually, it is derived from the Latin language. An example, he is an ex officio member in the advisory committee. And next example, in absentia, in the absence of. Actually, it's a Latin phrase. Let's have an example here. The notice issued him when he was in absentia. Next example, detour, a longer route we take to avoid a danger. We know that it is a French phrase. Example, how can we use? Yeah, like this. He took a detour instead of taking direct route to his home. And next example, verbatim, word for word or exactly as spoken or written. Of course, it is a Latin phrase. Example, she had an amazing memory and could recall verbatim from his speech. It's a suitable example. And next, we can move on to the 10th one, status quo, which means a present situation. It's a Latin phrase. Example, the people always want to maintain the status quo. And next one, ad hoc. Ad hoc means not planned in advance. Of course, it's a Latin phrase. It is Latin originated. Example, the meetings will be held on an ad hoc basis. Next one, we know that we can use every time this example, bona fide, which means genuine or real. It is Latin originated. Example, make sure you are dealing with a bona fide company. And we move on to the next one. Of course, it is lingua franca. Actually, it is Italian originated, which means link language. Let's have an example here. English is become a lingua franca in the world now. And we can move to the next example. Of course, it is magnum opus, which means the greatest work or a piece of most important work. Of course, it is also Latin originated. Example, Macbeth was the magnum opus of Shakespeare. And of course, last for an expression here, sine die. It is a Latin originated, which means indefinitely or without arranging future date. Example, the proceedings were adjourned sine die. So friends, these foreign expressions can enrich your language. Of course, all the advanced learners can use these foreign expressions. So friends, next we move on to the binomial expressions. What is binomial expressions actually? Bi means two. Two words linked with the conjunction is called binomial expressions. These pair of words joined by a conjunction and are called binomials. In these expressions, the word order never changes. For example, we say cup and saucer and not saucer and cup. In the view of fourth unit Maya Buzzer, we have certain expressions, language and custom like that. And let's have some examples here. The first one, part and parcel. This meaning an integral part. Example, sports is a part and parcel of our education. Let's we have second example, rough and ready, which means almost finished. Example, my new house is rough and ready. The third binomial, bread and butter, which means livelihood. Teaching English is not only my bread and butter, but also my passion. And next one, leaps and bounds, which means big leaps. The film industry is expanding in leaps and bounds. Next, fifth one, pick and choose. That means a large choice. The customer can pick and choose anything he like in the shop. And next one, give and take. That means help one another. Example, give and take policy is always helpful. Heart and soul. That means dedicated. Tagore gave his heart and soul to reading books. Next one, thick and thin. That means in difficult times, my friend stood by me through thick and thin. Next example, odds and ends, unimportant things. Example, the main goods were shifted fast, then the odds and ends were taken later. So thank you very much friends, and please share and like this video.